What's up, DC fans? My name is Brad, the DC Universe Geek, and for today we're going to be having a look at the Crazy Toys 1/6 scale collectible figure. Now this is obviously clearly a knockoff of the 1/6 scale Sideshow figure. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the boxes and do a box comparison. So, I mean, they're obviously clearly copying what Sideshow did. Same motif and everything, only this box is smaller, which means they've either got less in this box, or they've just taken the same amount of accessories and crammed them in there, and there's probably going to be more broken stuff, just like the Batman figure from the Crazy Toys that I got previously. We're going to take the boxes and we're just going to see, look at that. They're definitely copying even the packaging. On the back, we have a picture of Superman here and a picture of Superman, but clearly Sideshow Collectibles has hired a really talented artist to do this one, and this is a knockoff of some very old classic DC art. The thing is, they both have in common is they both look like they're shoeboxes. I could totally imagine Superman sneakers coming in this box. So now that we've looked at the outside of the packaging here, the box and stuff, let's open it up and see what you get on the inside. Superman logo on the inside of the shoebox box. We got an image of, is this the actual product or is this the Sideshow? Okay, what you're looking at here, this is the actual Sideshow figure because you can tell by the boots. Those boots are of a higher quality than the actual product we're going to receive. And the cape here, I want you to take note, actually tucks into Superman's collar. So this is not an image of the actual product that you would receive when you buy this. And the figure itself comes in a bag with the exact same logo that you find on the back of the packaging. Then in the box you also get a stand. So you get the base with this bit here that actually clips onto the figure. I actually like this. It's really hard to screw this up. It's just a clampy figure holder. I do like that. I mean, it says Crazy Toys. It's not nearly as good a quality as the original, but I'm okay with that. That's just a basic black stand. And then you also get these extra hands. You get the thumbs up hand and the two fingers kind of saluting from the forehead, the same ones that the Sideshow figure actually comes with. And now we want to go about actually opening the figure. Now I got a sharp blade here, so I'm going to try and be very careful not to actually cut the figure or any part of the cloth, because that would just be a shame, knockoff or not. All right, here we go. Pulling them out. Nothing else in the bag, so that's it. That's all we get in the bag. And it's the angry face that I got with this one. Angry-faced Superman. Okay, let's adjust the camera a little bit. All right, so here we have him out of the package. He's posed and ready to be reviewed. He doesn't look too happy about it. He's like, you're just gonna pick me apart, aren't you? Well, yes, I am. It's a consumer review, and I want people to be educated and know what they're getting. So, sorry, man, I'm gonna pick you apart. So here's what we get with this figure, and there are some major differences. The S is different. I mean, it's the same looking S, but on the actual release of this figure, now this is going to look a bit different because it's on a different body, but on the actual release of the figure, notice around the outside you've got some red paint, and it actually raises it up. It makes it a little bit bumpy. We don't have that on the Crazy Toys version. It's just the straight yellow and red, and I'm fine with that. Like, it's still done crisply. It's actually one of the parts about this that would be a selling point for me. Then you have the outside trunks, and they still look diaperish. I mean, let's face it, Sideshow's trunks look diaperish, theirs looks diaperish, so I can't really fault them for that. However, when I turn around Superman, they didn't put the belt loops on the back. They only put them on the front. And also the belt itself is definitely made out of a softer, cheaper fake leather. So, I mean, overall in the belt department, it's a fail. It's not a pass, it's a fail. Another thing that's really different is the boots on this one. The boots on this knockoff are bigger and uglier, and they're just not a direct copy for some reason somehow of the original boots. They're not the same size. Another thing that is different from this figure in comparison to the original Sideshow version is the size. We all thought the Sideshow version was small and the head was a bit too big. Well, this body is even smaller than what you would have originally gotten from Sideshow. It's just not big enough. Put a smaller head on here, maybe it would work out, but the body is just smaller. Another place that it differs, look at the cape line. You'll see that the cape is actually just straight up sewn right here. It doesn't go underneath, it's just sewn to it. And the same thing in the back, there's a sew mark right here. And that might drive some of you nuts. You might want to unstitch it or whatever. Other than that, I mean, the fabric of the cape is just fine. The S on the back is nice and crisp. So what you're getting here is knockoff quality of a premium item. The face isn't bad. Let's be honest. The face is actually comparable with what Sideshow has given us of the angry-faced Superman. I've actually heard some people online argue that the face might be a little bit better. They like how the eyebrows are painted in comparison to the actual release, where the eyebrows tend to be a little bit softer. I don't know, it's good to have an extra Superman head. His face is too tan, so it doesn't fit on very many other bodies, but hey, I'll take it. Now, the last thing I want to do here is I want to go over the articulation of this figure, which is going to be typical of these figures, only this one, I kind of prefer it over the original Sideshow body for movement because it clicks into place a lot easier. And I don't feel like the body's going to break as easy. I mean, it might. It actually might break just as easy considering it's a knockoff, but I don't feel like it's going to break as easy. So that's what you get when you buy the knockoff. A figure that is substandard, subpar. If it's all you can afford, then, I mean, just know what you're getting, you know, then go ahead and pick it up. But really, if you are looking for the Sideshow collectible version of Superman here, really just do yourself the favor, save the money for a little bit longer, and get the actual version. Because this one will not do it for you unless there's absolutely no way that you can pay for the original one. Now, why I bought this one is because these boots right here on my custom are just too long. They're too big. His feet don't properly fit in them. And it makes his legs look a little bit too long. So I actually bought this to pilfer the boots for this one and the costume for another custom. And same thing with the head. And I'm going to use the body for a whole other custom. So this Superman is going to be torn apart for fodder, piecemeal. So this is probably the last time you'll ever see it together. Heck, I'm going to take it apart today, so this is the last time I'm ever going to see it together as one figure. Okay, so I realize that this part of the video might seem a little bit odd and out of place, but that's because I wanted to give you a closer look at that custom 1/6 Sideshow Collectibles Superman I've been working on. That's the Fiken body, the soft, squishy Fiken body that I was telling you about before. I've got switched the heads, so now it's the more ticked off, stern looking Superman head. And then going down, we have the Reeve trunks and belt. And all the way down, this is why I bought the Crazy Toys Superman, because those are the only boots that would properly fit this Superman. All the other boots didn't properly fit him. So now this Superman here is pretty much done. Oh, and the body, while I'm at it, this body is way, way different than the Sideshow body. Hold on. I got a tin full of... Oh, you don't want to see this. Just, if you're freaked out, just avert your eyes. You ready? Oh, man. Okay, this is the original body. Can I just mention here that this body snapped in 2 places while I was messing with it one day? Completely snapped, and so I've taken it apart. But the arm broke off. Yep, totally broke off, and one of the legs broke off, so I removed both of them. But I wasn't playing with it rough. I was just simply moving it and posing it, and it snapped. So be aware of that when you're posing these, that maybe they have that kind of tendency. But, okay, if you look at the arms, not the same arms, not whatsoever. If you look at the chest piece that comes on the Sideshow Superman, this one's obviously bigger. And if you look at the waist area, again, I mean, this is a completely different figure. This is nice and smooth with its swivel hinges and stuff like that. This whole figure, it clicks. And it's a completely different body that they've used. I don't know what it's from or what it's originally for. You know what? I have to say I prefer this to this. I mean, not size-wise, but the quality of this. I prefer whatever they used here compared to what Sideshow originally used. Okay, I think that's it. Yes, that's all the information for the video. I now return you to whatever the heck it was I was doing beforehand. I recorded this like 2 hours later. Cut me some slack. But I did want to do this review for you so that you knew what you would be getting into. Anyhow, that's it. That's the end of the video. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means so much to me. If you've enjoyed this video, found it educational, helpful at all, don't hesitate to hit the like button. Leave any comments you have down in the comment section below. If you want to see more of my sort of content show up in your inbox on a regular basis, just hit the subscribe button and ding the bell so you never miss a video. And I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.